5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watermelon.
I mean, it kind of crunches, I guess. Like, watermelon has a bit of a crunch. In my opinion, that's kind of a weird breakfast food, but it's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, why does Publix cut these so big? I can't, this is not bite size. Like, my mouth is not this big.
Mine is. No, oh Lord, no, no. You can't mix cereal and watermelon together. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Breakfast Stream. And it's the last several streams, both Breakfast Stream and the gaming stream, were... Carly was here, and the camera was zoomed out. I was trying to think of what I was trying to say. I was like, what am I saying? I was like, the camera zoomed out. So I had to fix it. Otherwise, it would have been zoomed out. Well, a travesty that would have been. But I'm still working through an immense amount of cereal. So I'm working through it. Did the notification say Carly? I bet it did. Pisser. Did it? It does. Yep. Yes. You know what?
What?
If I change it now, it'll be right next time. Doggone it. I will never remember to change this. All I gotta do is go in here and remove and Carly. And change it to Stephen and Mao. Alright. Save. Stream up.
Is Carly in chat today? She said she might be. But she may be asleep.
She might be asleep. How do we know Carly's not there and hiding off camp? Well, I mean, she has a job, and it's not here. She does have to go home at some point. I see some people have noticed. Now you won't move your head. It's a reference. I put a Wii U game there as a reference. Because today is our 101st stream. And there's only one game I know of that has 101 in the title. That does not mean that there's going to be like a series on it or anything. It's just a fun thing. As far as like putting stuff in the background, I'm more than likely to put a game because I have a lot of those as opposed to putting like something else. I think it'd be fun to change up the background a little bit and like hide little things in there. That would be neat. I actually feel like I did a first 20 of Wonderful 101 at some point. Maybe it was a Demo Fridays. That's probably how long ago it was. But I'm pretty sure I did it. Put the book you read each week in the background. Good idea, Chaz. Joke's on you. I've been doing that since the start of Breakfast Stream. Have you caught it?
Is Sagan still reading? Or I mean, crying downstairs.
You say is Sagan still reading? You know something I don't. I heard toast. It is toast. 666 bits from Goldmage 162. As I swallow Cheerios. Sad I missed last week's streams, but the VODs were amazing. Anyway, good morning and congrats on your golf wins and finishing Walking Dead. Thank you. Thank you. There's been a lot of stuff going on just the past, like, week, I guess, on the channels. I say channels now. Channels encompasses not only Plays, Vlog, and Mal Makes, but now, like, Twitch. I count that as channels. Yeah, you'll, anyone who didn't see the VODs for that stuff, I highly recommend it. The Top Shop video is great. It was a fun game. I really liked Top Shop. I'd like to play it more. Yeah, Wonderful 101 has a demo for it. I knew that I, like, did, something on it. And, like, I'm trying to think. I don't remember. There was a time where Demo Fridays existed, but now that's happening a little less. And by a little less, I mean I don't think we've done one in like 2 years. But that's okay. First 20 is literally the same thing.
Watermelon is great.
Is that more toast?
Mm-hmm.
It is more toast. That's from Jesse. From Jesse Rye, 666 bits. Thank you, Jesse. As soon as we got to triple digits, we could do 100 episodes of Breakfast Stream. And then we're now in the era of toast, I guess. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it. The next 100 breakfast streams will have an emphasis on 666 bits. That's exciting. There's a lot of alerts here.
Uh-huh.
I can't even begin to try them.
Because you have cereal?
Yeah. Cereal is definitely not the alert reading breakfast.
My feet hurt.
Good news, though. You're going to be done sooner than I am.
Like, I did a dumb thing.
What'd you do?
It was when Carly was here, and my feet hurt from it.
Coffee!
What
Like-
did you do?
Okay, so remember when we were sitting at the game table? And I was trying to push my chair in, and I had my foot, like, if these are my toes, well, they would probably be this way. But, like, this is my heel, right? And then this is, like, towards my knee. I accidentally was scooching the chair in, and I got the bar where you put your feet on here, and then I sat and didn't realize it because it was all one motion. And like this
I remember
part,
when you did that.
like that hurts bad still.
It still hurts?
Every so often. Like right now, it really hurts. Don't do that, folks. It really hurts. Really bad.
I'm sorry. I didn't know
Well,
that you were
Thomas,
still
it
doing
didn't really
that.
hurt it. It only hurts every once in a while. Like every couple days, it like aches, and I'm like, huh.
I had no idea that you were... I remember when you did it,
Yeah.
because you explained to me what you did, and I was like, Jesus, don't do that. I hear Peggy. Or a herd of Peggy's. That. It's 2033 bits. From Tired Psychopomp 91, who says, I just wanted to hear the AWE. Which is a completely reasonable reason to trigger the Peggy alert. Thank you, Psychopomp. Peggy's coming in today, and I guess she's like hauling the Wonderful 101. There's 101 Peggy's, and each of them have a copy of Wii U game. I wonder if Wonderful 101 sold okay. Like, I know the Wii U just in general did bad. And I know the games that were on this platform did bad. But I wonder, like, compared, if it did well. I'm guessing probably not. Probably not, but I don't know that for certain.
Have you tried this coffee yet?
Not yet.
Oh, it's good. It's real good.
Okay. I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
I'm still working through the cereal. Anyway, Psychobomb, thank you. I appreciate it. if I go up here, will you read some of these?
Yeah.
Since you finished your watermelon?
I guess I can.
Oh, these were after the stream ended.
Yeah.
These two.
Bedazzled Triceratops gifted a sub to Breakfast Stream. And also to After Party.
After I ended the stream, there was a little after party.
There was.
Just a tiny little after party.
Oh, you want me to keep going?
Do you want the keyboard?
I can.
What was that? Was that a statement?
Don't have to click
I
things.
can. Sorry, I'm just. This
In
is already
streams,
getting
we had
mushy.
subscriptions from Rylong20, Dalek City, Dan Bagon 2, Evan 257, The Sporty Nerd,
They're sporty.
Linguistic Fanatic, Elio the Werewolf, Endless Void YT, Waffle 7272, Jabberman 29, and that was all the ones between the scenes. Thank you.
Spoon.
What about a spoon?
No, it's like a cheer. You take your hat off. Like, thank you, folks. I don't have a hat, so I was spoon. That was a reasonable thing to do, Mallory. Everyone got it. Everyone
Reasonable,
knows.
uh-huh.
They know. It's probably a thing you do in some country. Like, spoon.
What about this spoon?
Too tiny.
But tiny spoon.
Too tiny.
I love this spoon.
It's barely a spoon.
Barely a spoon.
Too small. That's a spoon for ants.
No, I think that's too big for ants.
A big ant. It's a spoon for really big ants. I almost eat these. That wasn't correct.
No.
Grammar. I almost eat these.
I don't know about you this morning.
What a rude statement. When have you ever known about me? Give me a minute here.
Ow.
My cereal got soggier quicker today.
Do you have too much milk in it?
I don't know. I messed up the equation.
What equation?
The ratio, I mean. I said equation, I didn't mean equation. I meant ratio. Okay. I'm gonna try this coffee that you said is so good. Good timing alert. Ooh, that is good. That's
Isn't it good?
Yeah. What are you doing?
This music is very dramatic.
Why are you shaking the keyboard? That's Tim Hortons dark roast, which
No, it was extra dark roast.
Tim Hortons extra dark roast.
Or like dark roast bold.
Dark roast bold. Extra bold dark roast. Extra. It was sent to us in mail, and we haven't tried it until today. You
It's
like that?
very good.
Good. It is good. I like it. All right, let me read. Let me also read some of these. We got a 10-month resub from Vamacadia25, a 3-month sub from Elio the Werewolf. Peggy! Double Peggy. I'm going to read that in just a minute. Let me finish Elio's. Elio says, 3 months, just as an FYI. I'm the same person on Twitter who submitted the screenshot that was used in the end slate of Fallout 4 number 104. I used to be EJ Stripes on Twitter. I just go by a different username now. Oh, okay. Changing it up. It's interesting for like creators because obviously we have a lot of people that are watching, but we do actually become familiar sometimes with particular usernames and like what they do, and then sometimes people change their usernames and we don't know, and then we just assume that that person like may have fallen off the planet. Occasionally I'll know this because of artists, because someone's art style will be too similar to someone else's, and then I'll realize we're like, wait, that's the same person. Sometimes it happens. Let me scroll down here. Where did that Peggy come from?
Where did that Peggy
Where'd
go?
that Peggy come from? That Peggy was Troop Captain 97. 2033 bits. What's Peggy's favorite gaming console? It's A Wii! That's clever. Also, that'll be really useful next year for Extra Life. Because every time you want to hear a Wii, you just trigger Peggy. It's great. It works a little... It doesn't work so
Don't
well.
punch me in the arm.
Sorry. We haven't talked about that.
No, we haven't, but don't.
You're the one that is beating me up. Good God. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's relevant. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really... There's not like a variant of Peggy going, a GameCube! But if there was, that's the one we would use. That's the sound we would use for this coming Extra Life. Also, Extra Life is the beginning of November.
It's almost the beginning of September.
Yeah, it's like 2 months away.
Yup.
So that's wild. We're gonna have to start within the next like month. We'll start actively promoting it and being
Chaz
like,
says, ah.
"It's okay, Chaz. It's okay. It's okay." Yeah, within the next month, we'll start actively promoting it, and yeah, But you know what's so great though? I mean, Peggy was born in Extra Life, so it's kind of like her event.
Thomas says, Chaz, do we need to fly to Myrtle Beach to help? And Chaz says, maybe.
Maybe. The cool thing is, this time we have the setup, man. We had started to stream last time when we did Extra Life. Like, we had just started Breakfast Stream like a month or two prior. Mm-hmm. But now we've really got the hang of it, and we have the equipment for it. Like, we have the dedicated stream box, and we have the lights. That over there is like a command station where Dan can do all the buttons. Or, you know, Chaz if he shows up. Whatever. So yeah, it's exciting. It's like this Extra Life. I mean, they're always like better than the previous one, but this one especially, like, I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be a good time. Anyway, I said all that because of True Captain's Bits gift. So thank you for summoning Peggy. Let me jump back up on here and read some more of these. 9 months from Alyssa Little Bear, who says, 9 months of fun have given birth to many Peggies, lots of crunch, some yard toast, and some questionable door locks. Thanks for so many awesome memories and sending hugs. I'm naming my toast baby Pumpernickel, which is a good toast baby name. Congrats on Triple Plus. 11 months from Squid Baconator. 11 months of all the shenanigans that happen when a grandpa attempts to eat toast. Neat. Thank you, Squid. 10 months from Pichocho. Thank you, Pichocho. Also 10 months from Sephiroth1204 says, watermelon, my favorite cereal. I wonder if in the history of time there's been a watermelon flavored cereal.
I have no idea.
Like
I know Carly
Trix?
hates watermelon flavored things, like candy.
Oh, I like them.
I do too.
What isn't watermelon one of the flavors in Trix?
I don't know.
Isn't Trix like fruity? And one of them even looks like a watermelon? Am I imagining that? It's like a watermelon. It's like a half circle, green and red. And it's like, that's a watermelon.
You're thinking of a marshmallow in Lucky Charms.
Maybe. I don't know. 3 months up from Dr. Luigi 51. Yo, I didn't expect watermelon, but I'm game. Breakfast Stream is full of surprises. 10 months from Jennifer Jack. Thank you, Jennifer. Also 10 months from Renee Moss. Aw, grown-up cereal. I'm proud of you. And yay, 10 months. Hey, you can still eat the children's cereal too. Honey Nut Cheerios is
good for cholesterol.
It's good for cholesterol.
That's why.
Also, I don't know if Renee was referring to Honey Nut Cheerios being a grown-up cereal or if watermelon was the grown-up cereal. In either way, both contexts work. But yeah, I've eaten a lot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the past, but Honey Nut Cheerios is better for you. I mean, it's still cereal, so like you have to like start at that baseline, be like, this is cereal. But you like the Daytona? You like the Daytona. Got a sub from Ollie Tomlinson Music. Thank you, Ollie. Got a 100 bits from Q Kirby. Thank you, Q Kirby. Appreciate it. 11 months from Murmur. So close to a year already. Where did the time go? Y'all are amazing. Wish you both the best. Well, thank you. And is it next week that we'll start seeing a year?
I
next
don't
week.
know at all.
I think it's next week. It's happening soon. It's happening very soon. 250 bits from Bedazzled Triceratops. Hey, Grandma and Grandpa, did you miss reading my swarm of gift subs Thursday? Don't worry, I have a plan for today. I think we read... Wait, swarm of gift subs. You just mean the ones that were during the stream, right? Not, like, after. I think the only ones after were Breakfast Stream and After Party. I think. Sometimes Streamlabs lies to us. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you, Bedazzled. We got a 10 months up from Pixie Dreams. Good morning, grandparents, and happy 10 months. I'm at home for once rather than work, so I can watch live. A small pre-celebration before my brother's wedding later today. Ooh, congrats to him. Man. It's been a long time since we were married. I was just thinking, like, I had one of those, and I was like, when was that? It was 8 plus years ago. 11 months from Coffee Cats. Thank you, Coffee Cats. Also 11 months from Felipe Coria 1. I'm so glad that my grandparents happened on a Tuesday. Switch some lines there. Let me. I'm so glad that my birthday happened on a Tuesday. Now I can share it with my favorite grandparents. See, I should read the lines correctly. Happy birthday, Felipe.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday and congrats on 11 months. Everything's happening good today. People are getting married. People are having birthdays. People getting married on their birthday. That I made up, but that might happen. Give it a little time. We got 11 months from Rize Kujikawa, who says, Porasma, Proton Cop. Proton Cop. Oh, plasma. Because of Goemon.
Oh.
Plasma!
John was playing that.
Huh?
John was playing that last night, I think.
Oh, was he?
I think so.
Ah, well then that makes sense, especially with the Proton Cops. Thank you, Rize. 3 months from October 10J, a summer of crunch. Good morning, everyone.
Good job trying to pronounce that.
October?
October.
October. How do you know? How do you know how to say words? I didn't go to no word learning school. 300 bits from Jesse Rye. What is replacing Walking Dead / mini golf? Also, congrats on getting June finished. Thank you, Jesse.
Oh, June's finished.
Yeah. You don't know what I do. I'm up here working. You just assume I'm not doing anything. I'm getting stuff done. Walking Dead obviously was replaced with mini golf, and now mini golf is getting replaced with the return of Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 will resume on Saturday. It's been off the air for like 9 months, which is longer than I thought it would be gone. But for everyone that was like, you know, Resident Evil 6 is never coming back, I say incorrect. Incorrect. So, yeah, we're actually recording that today. So after breakfast stream, we'll get everything set up, and we're going to be doing Jake's story.
So I'm not painting today?
It will be near the end of the day if you do.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to do it. Dan's starting to be like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, hold on. She had to paint.
I did get some done yesterday.
Yeah. I'm excited.
The lava looks great.
Yeah. Ooh, there's lava. Ooh. Every video game ever. It narrows it down to every video game. Thomas, I will do the thing that you said. Thank you, Jesse. We got 10 months from Arion661. Woo! 10 out of 10! Just like you guys. Aw. Thank you. I appreciate it. The Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Banana Dog. That's just a good name. Thank you, Yankee Gal. Mr. Incredible Nooblord resubscribes for 11 months and says, "Oh, wee!"
Did you see what Thomas said?
Come visit, Thomas. Bring your own burlap sack. 1,000 bits from Jesse, who says, "I am just enjoying being able to send many bits." Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it. It's been it's been an interesting weekend, and I appreciate the support because some things happened this weekend. If people didn't check out Twitter, our car died.
Yeah.
Not dead, just like died, needed to go to the shop. I'll talk a little...
You're lucky your wife knows how to jump cars.
I could have jumped the car.
Have you ever jumped a car?
No. But there's directions.
I know, but
and I understand the general concept.
Don't touch the things together.
I'm aware of not to die. No, listen, it's not that I don't appreciate you being around, and it's not that you don't have more knowledge than me when it comes to automobiles, because you absolutely do. But I do know how to jump a car.
Okay.
We have one of those battery packs.
Yeah, and I hadn't used that before. I've used, like, real jumper cables.
So we were even on the same playing field.
Yeah, but... I was like, alright, I gotta remember which one comes off the battery first, and you were like, it doesn't matter. And I was like, it does.
I can read directions. It's fine. Anyway, we'll get more into that in a minute when I get through some of these alerts, but, yeah. Yeah, it feels like
A week ago since that happened with our car?
I was going to say, Carly was just here 5 days ago. That feels like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
There's been so much that happened in the last 5 days that it's just like... What's going on? Why, universe? Why are you so mad? Anyway, suffice to say, Jesse, I appreciate the support. Thank you. 200 bits from Georgia the Sophist. Here's how you read more books. You read chat alerts. Just get people to send books to you in chat alerts one line at a time. Hashtag lifehack. You know, you laugh, but like, I would literally read the notification.
Thomas said, whoa.
So it's not the most ridiculous idea. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Do you even know what that's from?
It's breakfast.
Is it from Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Is that War and Peace? Is it? Is it the best of times, worst of times? Is that War and Peace? Because I don't know. A Tale of Two Cities. Is that what it is? Okay. I may have read that, but like, I don't know. Thomas is not even close. You know, there's only a few things it can be. There's like 4 books that have ever been written. So, best of times, peace. Worst of times, war. That checks out, makes sense. Thank you, Chaz. Thank you. War and Peace. Got it. Done. Moving on. Yankee Gal 13 gives us up to Banana Coffee.
I wonder how that is. Like, get some banana liqueur and put it in coffee?
Yankee Gal is gifting subs to Banana Everything today. It's just a banana day. Thank you, Yankee Gal.
Our bananas aren't ripe yet.
They are definitely edible.
No.
Thomas, what is this rude thing you've put on my chat? Stephen's 4 books, Earthbound Guide, Stephen Colbert's book, Steve Jobs, and a pineapple. Thomas, you can't read a pineapple. How rude. 6 months from Weisenrail. Says 6 months, yay!
6 months.
Congrats on the double plus. Squid Baconator gives a sub to Spoons. Don't touch them. What are you touching them for? Thank you, Squid. Yankee Gal gives a sub to Banana Gaming. Again.
Banana.
Bananas. Yankee Gal is going for the banana distance today. 300 bits from Nerdy Revelries. Good morning. It was recently announced that Because We're Here Act 2 is being released September 26th, and I can't wait to be absolutely devastated again. What's everyone else's most anticipated game? Link's Awakening?
Animal Crossing.
Oh, well, Animal Crossing. Well, you're looking forward to Link's Awakening, too.
Yeah. When does that come out?
September 20th.
Oh, okay.
1 month.
Okay.
Ish. Is today the 20th? Today the...
It is.
Is it? Yeah, 1 month. 1 month from today. Do. I don't know what my most anticipated game is. I'm looking forward to that too, just because I really enjoyed Link's Awakening as a kid. Can I say GTA 6? Am I legally allowed?
No, not yet.
GTA 6!
You can't say it yet.
GTA 6!
No.
GTA 6! There
Get
was
out.
a rumor
Get out.
that they were like
Get
thinking about it.
Get
GTA
out.
6.
Get out.
Grand Theft Auto. Ah! Don't. Too many people were asking to roll them. I saw all the little beans going by. It's bean time. Patreon.com/StephenGeorge or Malmakes. The chat has spoken. The beans have rolled. GTA 6. Ah! Mallory, you can't keep doing that. You can't. You can't
I didn't
do
even
that.
touch you that
hurt.
time.
You didn't get what I got. You can't do that. Mallory? Mal? No. Doggone it. You crazy. Crazy woman. Where was I? I was up here. 100 bits from GamerFox42. Thank you, game. Appreciate it.
Brandon said, get the clickers, dude.
Bad. Get off the counter. Moist, crunchy potato gifts a sub to Spoon is too big. Opposite problem in our house. This spoon is too small. Although, actually, Mal does have a spoon that's too big. I don't know what it's for. It's this long? It has a normal head, but the...
Oh, the twist?
There's one that's a twist and there's one that's a normal one,
well,
too.
the normal one is the iced tea spoon. It's meant to go in a cup of tea to stir in your own sugar. And the one with the twist in it is a bar spoon.
Okay. I don't know why we need those, but I believe you. Anyway, Moist Crunchy Potato, thank you. Yankee Gal gives a sub to Bananasaurus Rex and also Banana Ken. I think that's 5 gift subs, all that have gone to banana-related subjects. I love it. I don't understand it at all, but I love it. Yankee Gal, thank you. And for all of our banana people, or can opener people from last stream, welcome. Dr. Luigi51 gives us up to Awee! That's Peggy's stage name when she's singing in the clubs. She only knows one word, so it makes it really hard. Thank you, Dr. Luigi. 245 bits from 05 Nataku. Mao, love the mug. What I made is all but done, so by October you ought to have it. Unless more goes wrong, my cat is all confused and worried because my bunny had to stay at the vet's. It's really sad to see him looking for her and being able to make him understand she is ill and won't be back till tomorrow. Aw, well, I hope your bunny gets better. Hope the vet's able to take care of everything there. And I'm glad you like the mug. That's actually another one that we got in mail.
Yeah.
I have the other one.
Well, they're both down on the shelf normally.
Yeah, it's player 1 and player 2, which are interchangeable. Sometimes you're player 1.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm player 1. And sometimes we're both player 2. It feels like, in the grand scheme of things. Oxmay gifts us up to Stochastic and to Thomas Jonte. Thank you, Oxmay. Chaz and Thomas. That puts Chaz at 11 and Thomas at 10. They're getting up there in age. Yeah. They're so old. 7 months from Halaloth. So a very quick Google search shows that people flavor Rice Krispie Treat cereal with watermelon jello, but no actual watermelon cereal. I guess watermelon cereal would be a little weird.
Yeah.
I would try it, but I don't know if there's a tanginess to like the fake watermelon that I think would be like too much. But I would have a bowl of it, absolutely. Thank you for the sub, and then also thank you for the research. Hell a lot. Bedazzled Triceratops coming in with gift subs to Argyle the Argonian, Faendal, Lil Breckfleck. I can't believe that these are all names. What? That's the Skyrim crew. I'll go ahead and thank Bedazzled for that. The Skyrim crew been sitting in Skyrim world unattended for a while. Then Micah Bell, Dutch Vanderland, Arthur Morgan, John Marston. Those are all gift subs that Bedazzled sent to the Red Dead crew, which, by the way, You're going to get a chance
No.
to play soon.
No.
See what I did? See how
Yeah,
I gently
yes.
caressed the top? As opposed to you, which... You don't know. You don't understand that this is okay and that this is not. You can't do this. No. Injections, Mallory. Where was I? I was explaining Bedazzled gifted subs to Skyrim and Red Dead.
Yes.
And there's also one here. Oh my lord. There's a sub to Herpskirp Link. Thank you, Bedazzled. This is just running the gamut of like series. Bedazzled also gifted a sub to Greg. The J is silent, but Greg from the Pokemon Let's Play a million years ago. And Jithers. Oh, Jithers. I hope Jithers is like an active user and they show up and they're like, what? And I'll be like, you're a Pikachu! You don't even understand, you're a Pikachu! And Bedazzled also gifted a sub to Push Gently, which is a reference to the Assassin's Creed series.
Okay.
No! Actually, this is a good time to bring up the other sub that Bedazzled gifted a sub to, and that is Mallory No More. So take a hint from that user's name and what Bedazzled did. Mallory No More. It wasn't sore before. Now it's sore. Bedazzled, that was amazing. Thank you so much for the gift subs. And for, in many ways, telling a fun story throughout the entire time. Also, shout out to whoever grabbed up Dutch Vanderlyn on Twitch. Also, we have a gift sub. Existential Joker gifts a sub to Words Are Hard. And then immediately after, Moist Crunchy Potato gifted a sub to Words Are Hard 101. Facts that are true, words are difficult. Thank you both. 1100 bits from Jesse Rye says, clear headspace bits. Those are the kind of bits that I need the most. I need to clear my headspace. Jesse, thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. We also got 100 bits from Gold Mage. Thank you, Gold Mage. And then Gold Mage gives us up to Steven Reads. I can read.
I know.
I know how to read. I just haven't read like a book in a while. I read Ender's Game. Thomas remembers that. I don't know why he's making such a big deal. I just finished reading Ender's Game.
In 2012?
I just finished it. I was working on it and I finished it. And I did finish it in like 2012, but I read a book. Right? I don't... Jesse Rye gives a sub to Nairo MK, or Nairo MK. Thank you, Jesse. Joker Ruin gives a sub to Steven Does Not Exist. Definitely still here. Thank you, Joker Ruin. Alxame gives a sub to Nightbot. Thank you, Alxame. Puts Nightbot at 10. Danny gives a sub to Banana Potato. Danny getting in on the banana train. Immediately following, Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Banana Movement, which there has been a Banana Movement today. Thank you, Yankee Gal. And then Danny right back at you with subbing Golden Banana. Donkey Kong. You didn't play that one.
No.
Donkey Kong 64, they get bananas and they go Donkey Kong. That's actually the entire explanation. Like, you don't need any other information than that. Thank you, Danny. 500 bits from Murmur. It is universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. Going to slowly get Steven to read Austen. I know Jane Austen.
Of?
Jane Austen's Mafia. Have you ever seen that film?
Yes.
It's a great film. It's not by Jane Austen. It's called Jane Austen's Mafia as a joke because it's not by Jane Austen. Jane Austen wrote Scarlet Letter.
No.
Shoot. Really?
Yes.
Jane Austen wrote... Who wrote Scarlet Letter? Is it not...
A guy wrote Scarlet Letter.
Oh, really?
Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Nathaniel Hawthorne. Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah. She wrote...
I've read Pride and Prejudice.
You have?
I have. Pride and Prejudice. That's the one where...
Oh, really?
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice. That's the one where they're like uppity people and they live in the city. Is that one? There's like 4 people and like there's a car wreck.
Are you talking about Little Women?
No! Never read Little Women. Pride and Prejudice. Tell me if I'm right. Where's Thomas? Is that right? It was the best. Hold on, I gotta scroll up to see this. It was the best of times, Pride. It was the worst of times, Prejudice. Checks out, makes sense. Ah! Don't make me spill a coffee. Gatsby, the Great Gatsby. What'd I say? The Great Gatsby.
You're talking about Jane Austen.
Yeah. Great Gatsby. That's the one.
She didn't write that.
Okay, The Great Gatsby is the one I was talking about, where there are a bunch of uppity people at a party and then someone gets hit by a car. Sorry, I was helping students. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Don't go back and watch anything. It's fine. Anyway, remember, thank you for the bits. Pride is great. Prejudice, Gatsby, makes sense, checks out. Uppity people at a party and someone gets hit by a car. I can summarize stuff. Pride and Prejudice, that one... I might have read that,
No.
No? I read Great Gatsby. 500 bits from Bedazzled Triceratops, who says, okay, those are all the ones I had planned. Don't be surprised if more show up. In other news, my Lost Mangrove shirt should be here today, and I'm super excited.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. If you don't mind, tweet a picture at Mao, or both of us, because we really like to see the products. Mm-hmm. We're always really impressed at how good the products look. Was it yesterday? Was it last night?
Yeah, yesterday, I think.
I think it was Patrick Tracy tweeted us a picture of
phone cases.
Mm-hmm. They're so vivid and good. Like Redbubble does a really good job on the printing.
I mean, we haven't seen a ton of things in person, so it's always nice to see the merchandise. Yeah. Because Redbubble just doesn't send them out to me to like, look at, these are our things. They don't do that. Yeah,
there's a lot of like trust that this will work and be okay. Yeah. But it's really nice, especially we've seen some in person too, and it's like, wow, they're doing a good job. Good job, them. Anyway, thank you, Bedazzled. And thank you for all of the fun subs. Troop Captain gives a sub to Bruised Banana Man. Staying on that banana train. Along with the banana train is Yankee Gal gifting a sub to Mana Banana 420. Smoke Nana every day. Things you didn't think I would ever say. Ta-da! Thank you both. Crunchy Professor gives a sub to Saint Floral Deluxe. I don't know if that's a reference I don't get.
I just like Brandon's comments.
Either way, cheers to Saint Floral Deluxe. Thank you, Crunchy Professor. Get the 100 bits from GamerFox42. Thank you, GamerFox. Appreciate it. Also 100 bits from Crunchy Professor. Thank you both. 500 bits from Jesse Rye says, do you happen to know who Nairo MK is? He is a top 10 competitive Smash Ultimate Pro player for NRG. I had no idea. I do not follow the Smash competitive scene whatsoever. I will watch Smash battles occasionally, but I don't keep up with the scene to like know who people are. With the exception of who's the guy who became a household name? What is his name? It's like Mew 2 something. I'm like, he became a household name. I don't know his name.
Mewtwo King.
Mewtwo King, that's it. Household name. can't remember it. Mewtwo King. That's it. Like, I could pick him out of a lineup. I guess there are more. Mewtwo King, Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox is easy because he's wearing the costume. Of course, I know what he looks like out of the costume, too. And then Zero. I don't know if I could pick Zero out of a lineup, but I am familiar with the name. I've seen some people, like, play the Smash Brothers, but I don't, like, watch the competitions. Basically, is it. So, no, I did not know who Nairo MK was. Anyway, Jesse, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. And, of course, more bananas. Yankee Gal 13 gives us up to Cat Banana Gaming. And Moist Crunchy Potato gives us up to Banana Spoons. Also, Cat Banana Gaming. Again, someone wrote that. Someone chose that as a username. And I'm just like, that's 3 words. That just random words put together, man. Thank you both. 200 bits from Nerdy Revelries. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. No one tells Steven what book this is from. Let's see if he can guess. Oh, God. Sorry, when I started reading it, I thought it was not from a book. I was like, Nerdy Revelries is really opening up this morning. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. I'm thinking, oh, crap. This is heavy. What are you about to say? I don't know what that's from. That would imply I've read a book. Do you know what that's from? Don't look at chat.
I don't know what
You
it's
don't know
from.
what that's from.
I have a hint or an idea, but if I'm right, it's a book I haven't read.
Of Mice and Men.
Is it from Gatsby?
It's from Gatsby?
Yeah, I never had to read Gatsby for school.
See, I've read
so
that.
I never
Okay,
got to read
listen. I read The Great Gatsby. But you have to understand, I read that how many years ago? 15 years ago?
Pride and Mice.
Pride. The other thing is, like, realistically, like, legit, and my closest friends, Chaz and Thomas will definitely back me up on this. I wouldn't remember a book if I read it, like, 2 months ago. I probably wouldn't remember a book if I read it 1 month ago. I just don't remember that sort of information. And I might enjoy something and be like, I enjoyed that, but I will immediately, then it's gone. And I'm like, if you were to ask me a month later, like, how was that book? I'd be like, there was a character in it. His name was like Jim? Something like that. That's just the way it is.
Steven summarized the movie Brazil for us.
How many words? Just one word? Neon. Done. 10 months from Luca 18. Thank you, Luca. Bedazzled Triceratops gives a sub to 3 random words. Taking what I say very literally. Also a sub to The Great Gatsby. Thank you, Triceratops. And then Troop Captain 97 gives a sub to Hydration Bot. Got to make sure the bot stays hydrated, and everyone stays hydrated as well. Hey.
You want to talk about what happened between last stream and this stream?
Yeah.
Your arm still hurt?
I got through the alerts.
Yeah.
Huh? My arm is okay. So, please don't cause me harm and damage. Please. Please. So let's quickly go over the amazing activities and things that occurred since Carly left, because it seriously feels like it's been 3 weeks and It's only been 5 days. About 2 weeks ago, you guys may remember that we had our anniversary and we went to Charlotte. Right before we went, we had the car checked out. We took it to the auto shop and got maintenance because it was about to hit 200,000 miles, and we're like, hey, this would be a good time to get to do maintenance on the car, because it probably needs it. Now, it's worth pointing out here that we are very soon going on a trip. It's a pretty sizable trip. We're going to talk more about it as it gets a little bit closer, but it's already pretty close, and it's a big trip. And because of that, we're actually going to be driving the car. We were looking at all of our options. We have to get to Chicago. And we were looking at all of our options, and of course, the cheapest option is going to be just drive your car. Even factoring in maintenance, it was going to be cheaper, and then of course that's an investment into the car to make sure it's running, because we need a car to exist where we live.
Get groceries and...
Yeah. So we decided that the best course of action, since we needed to do maintenance on the car anyway, would be to drive the car to Chicago. So that's what we would do.
Milwaukee.
Whatever. Up there. So, we took it in for maintenance, and we said, hey, we're going to be doing a trip to Charlotte, but also we're going to be doing a trip up to, the Midwest, and we just want to make sure the car is running good, because it's at 200,000 miles, and that's a big deal. And they're like, sure, no problem. So, we got the car dealt with. We had lines flushed, we had the tires replaced, because they were dry rotted, which was fun. We had a few other things done, oil change, etc. All in all, total came out to $700. Cool. Even factoring that in, it's still cheaper to do that. And we're like, all right, so this is still cheaper than flying up and back, or renting a car and going up and then flying back. Like, this is the...
People are confused. We're leaving out of O'Hare. That's why we have to get to Chicago.
Yes. Anyway, our trip is not to Chicago. That's just the start.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that still came out to be cheaper. We're like, all right, it's fine. That's what we'll do. Cool. So we did the maintenance. Mm-hmm. As you guys know, we went to Charlotte.
Things were fine.
Trip was fine. There wasn't any problems.
Mm-hmm.
Came back. Everything's cool. A week or two goes by. Carly is here. Have fun. Whatever. She leaves on Thursday. On Friday, we had driven down to Myrtle Beach, the South End. We went to Costco. Did some things.
I had to get my glasses fixed.
God, that's an entire thing in and of itself.
Side note, my prescription is wrong, and I have to have it redone.
There's actually been quite a few things that have been going wrong over the course of the last 5 days, and it's been a little like, oh, please, universe, stop. On the way back up, on our way back home, the battery light comes on in the car. Mm-hmm. And I'm like...
There's also a smell.
Well, the battery light first.
Yeah.
Battery light came on, and I was like, the battery light came on. That's weird. But, okay. The battery light, has had an issue where if you were stopped, like at a stoplight, sometimes the battery light would flicker. But, that's... The car's also, super old, so that was not, too alarming. But it had never been solid. So, the battery light is just solid, and I'm like... Mm-hmm. Cool, this is fine. And about 2 minutes later... We had the AC on because it's Myrtle Beach and it's 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden,
almost 100 with humidity.
All of a sudden, the AC stops and it's blowing what I can only describe as a terrible smell. And I'm like, oh god, that's not good. Yeah. So we turn off the AC. We had some things that were plugged in, so we unplugged the dash cam and things like that. So we unplugged all that, and we're like, huh. And I told Mal, I was like, well, I need to get gas, because we're basically on E, so I'm going to have to get gas no matter what. Yeah. So I stop at the gas station, I fill up the car, and whenever I get back in the car won't start. And I'm like, are you kidding me? The battery light came on, and within 15 to 20 minutes, the car was dead. And I was like, all right, this is cool.
And it's 5 o'clock, and we're across the street from the shop we go to.
Yeah, it was...
And they close at 5:30.
So I gotta admit, in the space of bad things happening, we had the best of the bad. Yeah. Because the car literally died at the gas station across the street from the auto shop that we had been to 2 weeks prior. And I was like, well, if we can get the car across the street within the next 30 minutes, because it was 5 o'clock and they closed at 5:30. I was like, if we can do that, we can get the car to them. Yeah. So there's nobody at this gas station, and we have a pack that we keep in the car that will jump the car from a battery. So we've actually never used it. We've only
used it when we've had a hurricane and our power went out to charge our phones.
So we've had it for 2 years, and we've never used it.
Oh, we've had it longer. We've had it since the apartment.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've had it a long time, but we're like, all right, let's use this thing. We pull it out, and we hit the button, and it illuminates 4 LEDs, but only half of them light up. And we're looking in the directions, and it's like, as long as 3 LEDs light up, you'll be fine. And I'm like, but what about 2? So it didn't have full power, but we're like, we'll give it a shot. And it said, in the directions, it's like, try to start the car 3 times. If it doesn't start by the 3rd time, it's not going to start, and there's something else wrong, and this battery isn't going to help you. And I was like, oh my God. So Mallory connects it to the battery. I get in, and I crank it, and it doesn't start. And I'm just watching the clock tick down and thinking, we have to get across the street.
I mean, we have AAA. We could have called, the shop. They have like a mobile battery they could have ran across the street, but we wanted to just get it there. And we have a thing.
So try number 2. Nothing. And I'm like, and I'm looking at Mal, and she's looking at me, and I'm like, it's like, we have to try it at least one more time. So she says, okay. And what Alchemy said is true. AAA would have taken too long. Mm-hmm. We're literally across the street. We'll be there in a minute if we can get the car started. So finally, one last time, it turns over. And I'm like, oh my God. And Mal's like, and I'm like, I don't know. This is good. This is good. It started. So then we get the thing disconnected. We jump back in the car, get across the street, and pull in. And we go in and we say, hey, the car just died across the street. You know, I know you guys are getting ready to close, but can you figure this out? So they looked and they said, yeah, your battery is completely dead. And I said, is there a chance that it's going to be anything else? And they said, well, you know, it could be the alternator.
Let us throw a battery in there real quick, and we'll test the alternator.
And we'll test the alternator. Because they have to put the new battery in to find that out.
Elksmate's a really busy street.
Yeah. We couldn't have pushed the car across the street.
No.
That would have been impossible. There would have been massive wreck. So they put in a new battery, and they test the alternator, and they come out and they're like, yeah, your alternator needs replaced. And I'm like,
we were like, but that smell though.
Cool. So we asked about the smell, and they had to call us later about it, but the mechanic said that, yeah, that's just a thing that happens when the alternator goes, because something with the brushes
when they break down,
they burn off or something, and it makes this terrible smell. I was like, cool. But the good news was we got it to the garage. The bad news is we had just put $700 into the car, and then it was an additional $600 to fix it. And
I talked to my dad last night, because he's a car guy, and he was saying that unless they had like specifically tested that, which they don't always when you do a checkup, he said you couldn't have caught that.
And I mean, it's fine. And like, here's the thing. And this is one of the important things to remember, is like, because people on Twitter are like, get a new car, get a new car, get a new car. And it's I understand the sentiment, and they are not inherently wrong. Like, yeah, we should start looking for a new car. But the car was dead. We didn't have a choice. We have to have the car working to do anything. So like, the car has to
look at cars. We only have one.
Exactly. So the car has to get worked on. And then the other thing that people didn't understand is that like, this was always an investment towards like the trip also. Like, the car needs maintenance, but we also have to get up to Chicago and back. And at the time, $700 was reasonable.
Yeah.
$1,300 it's not the cheapest option anymore, but it still had to get done.
Yeah.
You know?
We already started putting money in the car.
And then the other thing is that the car's actually been really good. Like, the car's 15 years old. And of those 15 years, I've had it for 10 or 11 of those. And like, there has not ever really been any major thing wrong with the car. There really hasn't. There's been times where we've had issues with it starting, and then we found out it was the air intake valve, which is super cheap to clean and super cheap to replace. And that's been it. The ignition switch went once.
It did? Oh yeah, it did.
Like 5 years ago. And
but,
that's
I mean, otherwise
that's it.
Just, regular tires and...
Yeah. So like, when people are like, oh, the car's a money pit, I'm like, it's actually not. The car's 15 years old and still has all the original stuff. Like, yeah, I figured one day we would have to replace these sorts of things, and is it suck that it's happening right now? I mean, yeah, but the fact that it's been 15 years...
Yeah. Now, like, if the transmission went or something...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is a cutoff point where I'm like, okay, maybe we'll stop. But, I mean, we need a car. And the plan right now is we're going to use the car to get to our destination and back. and then whenever we get back, we're gonna start looking at vehicles. And I hate that, but the car's not gonna last forever. And it's okay to have 2 cars.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's 10.
Oh. Work block?
Work block 1.
Work block. Anyway.
This
is great. This is great music for this.
Your dad came and picked us up from the shop because they were going to keep the car, and they said they didn't know when it would be done.
Yes.
Ended up being done Monday.
Yeah. And this was Friday.
Yes.
So we were without the car for Saturday and Sunday.
Doctor's appointment Saturday.
Yeah, the reason our arms hurt is because for the trip we needed to get some vaccinations. So we got vaccination.
Hep A, typhoid.
Hep A, typhoid.
You got tetanus.
And then they gave me tetanus, but they didn't give Mal tetanus, which was odd.
I'm
because
actually
she's
due for tetanus, and I didn't think about it until after. But I got a flu shot, too.
I didn't get the flu shot.
So we each got 3.
Anyway, so I got tetanus.
And that's why your arms...
I should clarify. I got a tetanus shot.
Yes.
I don't have tetanus. Although if I did, I'd be fine now because I got the tetanus shot. But that's why our arms have been sore. So yeah, you can... Yeah, there's some level of speculation I guess you can have now because you know that we need certain shots. So while I was explaining that, really ridiculous, it looks like banana-related things have happened. So let me read some of these before we wrap up for today. Yankee Gal 13 gifted subs to Banana Master Race. Oh God, they're taking over. And also Banana Cursed. And finally, Banana and Potato. Again, a human person had to name this username. Someone sat there and said, what are my 2 favorite things to eat? Bananas and potatoes. Or they were like, what am I eating right now?
Ugh.
Bananas and potatoes. Yankee Gal, thank you. Bedazzled is on another gift sub journey. Gifting subs to Eco. My heart. My heart. That Let's Play is still not, like, canceled. It's just... It'll come. Eco. Moist Banana. Ugh, I don't want a moist banana. Fallout 4 now. Shh. What other ones? Oh, that's just... I'll get to that one in a minute. Banana Potato. I love how there was banana and potato, and then also banana_potato. Just... why? Just a broken car. Which, worked in well into what we were talking about. And then finally, to Emmy.
Emmy was here.
Gifted,
or is still here.
Gifted a sub to Mama Zelda. Putting Emmy at 3 months and a single plus.
It is very early for Emmy.
It is very early for Emmy. I'm actually kind of surprised because it's like, what time there? 7? They're 3 hours behind? Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7?
Yeah.
7 o'clock. 7's not like super early.
Yeah.
But when the stream starts at 6, that's like...
Yeah.
Really, really early. And then also Bedazzled Triceratops resubs at tier 2 for 2 months.
Gold Toast!
Gold Toast! Thank you, Bedazzled. Sincerely appreciate that, and thank you for contributing to fun comedy by gifting subs to Wild Folk. 300 bits from GamerFox42. Hey, Stephen Mao, I love your stuff, and I wanted to ask, when playing Earthbound, at what point do you give up on finding the Sword of Kings and just continue to play the game? That's a hard one. Because it really depends on, like, how you feel as an individual. For, like, me personally, normally I give myself a time limit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll work at this for, like, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And if I don't find it in 30 minutes, I'm moving on. Because the problem with the Sword of Kings is that if you spend time trying to get it, the rest of the game is too easy. It's like my...
That grind.
Yeah. the grind will level your guy, especially if you're doing the Casey back trick to just kill.
Yeah.
When you leave that area, you will be so over leveled that the rest of the game will be a cakewalk.
I agree with Joel. I give up when it stops being fun. There's a point where I'm like,
Like it's enjoyable, but
Yeah.
what you really want is to be like, oh, I got it on the third try, but that's never going to happen. It's
Yeah.
going to take 200.
because it's a 1 in 128 chance, and it's like, you just have to get lucky with it. It's every time you fight one, it's a 1 in 128. It's not the more you fight, you will find it. It's always a 1 in 128.
What I suggest to someone who is playing the game for the first time, I would say if they're emulating, but nowadays, if you're playing like the Wii U version or the 3DS version or the Super Nintendo version, you can do save states, so it's probably okay. Is make a save state like in that area, kill like 5, and if you don't get it, reload the save state. Because that if you keep doing that, that'll allow you a chance to get it without ending up here on your levels. And then the game will still feel challenging.
Yeah.
Now I know some people that obviously if they put in the time, they're like, well, I want the levels out of it. And I mean, if you want to play it that way, that's fine. Just understand that if you legitimately try to get the Sword of Kings, you're probably not. I'm not gonna say you're not going to enjoy the rest of the game, but like it's gonna be real easy. Especially because Earthbound's already a pretty easy game. I might be a little biased in saying that because like I've played it a lot, so I just know what to do. But yeah, that's my advice for that section. Dragneth30 resubscribes for 11 months. I had trouble with in that. And then Dragneth also cheers 500 bits and says, "Have some bits." Dragneth, thank you. Sincerely appreciate that. And congrats on all that time, because that's a lot of time. 200 bits from Squid Baconator. He says, somehow this reminds me of the King of the Hill episode where Hank's truck is dying. I mean, you can draw parallels to any life situation to The Simpsons, and I think you can also draw any parallel to King of the Hill as well, because there's just enough episodes where it'll cover just about anything. True Captain 97 gives a sub to Mr. Bruised, which currently I am Mr. Bruised. Thank you, Troop Captain. 299 bits from Jesse Rye. Thank you, Jesse. One short of a coffee, which I think I drank all mine. Sometimes I forget, unfortunately. Awkwardly Sober resubscribes. 4 total. My wife is pregnant and the app says our unborn child is the size of an axolotl. She likes watching the breakfast stream VODs. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam, also. I had to really focus on axolotl.
Axolotl?
I don't know if I've ever seen that word. What is an axolotl?
You know what an axolotl is. They're super cute. Like, I think it'd be really cool to have one.
Axolotl.
You gotta look at the
axolotl.
It's kind of like a newt.
It's
like a nymph newt.
Ambystoma mexicanum, also known as the Mexican...
Dr. Shrunk
from
Animal Crossing is an axolotl.
Also known as the Mexican walking fish, is a neotenic salamander related to the tiger salamander. Although the axolotl is colloquially known as a walking fish, it is not a fish but an amphibian. The species was originally found in several lakes, such as Lake Xochimilco.
Brandon, can you show a albino one? Because people, I think, would recognize that more.
Instead of developing lungs and taking to the land, adults remain aquatic and gilled. Yeah, if we could have a mod show a picture of an axolotl, because that word did not trigger any sort of... I was like, what is an axolotl?
There, see?
Oh! It's Whooper! Whooper. Whopper? Weeper. Whapper. Whooper. Whooper. I said Whooper, but I think it's Whooper. I like Whooper. That's a little Whooper right there. Okay. I didn't know that. Anyway. We got all of that from My Wife is Pregnant. We had to go on a little spirit quest so I could see the axolotl. But you never know what you'll see at Breakfast Stream. Awkwardly Sober, thank you. And Sam, enjoy the Breakfast Stream VOD. We had to have an entire conversation about the size of your unborn child. But I got to learn what an axolotl was. 9 months from Jolly Roger Gay says, "Who Twitch child?" I like that. Shout out to Thomas. Bedazzled Triceratops gifts a sub to Snail Shell. Bimble Bamble, who's at 6 months. That's double plus. And Casual Shadow JR, who's at 5 months. Bedazzled Triceratops, thank you. And I'm sure everyone thanks you as well.
Now, Brandon, I know you have something ready.
Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Banana Dude TV. Yankee Gal is, I'm not sure how many, like 15 banana subs, maybe? Thank you, Yankee Gal. When you say it has something ready, what is it you're referring to?
Pull up that and then pull up chat, yeah. Brandon, could you post it?
What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Mallory. Mallory. If people haven't seen my tweet, this is my tweet. It does audio. Mallory. You can't tell people to just post copyrighted content. Oh. That's why it's on Twitter and not on Twitch and YouTube. Because the Daytona song is owned by Sega, who is real anal retentive about the things that get posted onto the internet.
I asked Chaz if Show could do audio, and he said yes, Brandon has the tweet ready. And so I thought, okay.
Licensing! Anyway.
This running up to this Patty's Raid song.
Well, I don't know if Patty posted stuff to YouTube. I'm sure it's fine for Twitch. I also talked loudly over it for the purpose, because my brain was immediately like, YouTube. Will it be okay on YouTube?
Just cut it out of the VOD. Just mute.
Now you feel bad. Now you're like, wait. We're not allowed to show just anything. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I'll make sure that it's fine before it goes up on YouTube. If you haven't seen that, though, it's a result of, Fossix just posted the link. It's a result of Saturday night lunacy. Sometimes on Saturday evenings, after we're done recording, we just chat for a while, and occasionally I'll take on a small project just for the heck of it, and I took about an hour and made that. And, like, why? I don't know. Also, it's nice, that's a good little, how long does it take to make a 20-second stupid video? The answer is 1 hour. 1 hour. Anyway. That's it. That's it. Where's my buttons?
Where's your buttons?
Where are my buttons? We have 100 bits from Animonics. I think I said that correct. Or Animonics. Animonics, thank you. And Bedazzled Triceratops gifts a sub to Copyright Strike. It will probably be okay. It will probably be okay. I don't actually know if that song is in Content ID or not. I'll find out.
Didn't YouTube just do a thing that's like real short, isn't?
No. A lot of people have misunderstood what that meant.
Oh, I didn't really read it.
Well, a lot of people didn't read it.
I just heard it secondhand.
All it means is that from here on out, when manual claiming is happening, not automatic claiming, which is most claims, when manual claiming is happening, a while back they did a thing where they have to tell you where the time codes are, because it didn't used to be that way. Mm-hmm. So that happens, and then now if it's real short, YouTube basically asks the copyright owner, they're like, they just there's just a picture of a guy going, "You sure?" Because it's like 3 seconds. That's basically it. They can still be like, yes.
Okay.
So, like, it's not that anything necessarily changes. It's just YouTube's kind of like, dude, this person spent it's a 25-minute long video, and you're trying to claim 3 seconds of this video. And if they're like, yes, then it goes back to the YouTuber, and YouTube's like, hey, Bill is just a big butthole about this. Do you want to just cut out these 3 seconds? And then the YouTuber can be like, yeah. And then they'll just go, whoop.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Riley says, let's go away is not in content ID. Praise the Lord. So we can just play it all the time. On Thursday, it'll be the only song that is played just on loop. It's fine. It's fine. And then finally, Bedazzled Triceratops gifts a sub to One Last Gift, which is appropriate. Bedazzled, thank you, and I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the immense support again today for the 101st stream! Breakfast stream, specifically, not the 101st stream. We've done more streams. Have a wonderful day. We will see you back here on Thursday at...
For the 102nd
Well, okay,
stream.
we're going to stop. We're not going to announce every single number, but I mean, yeah. Thursday. Will Mal stop hitting me in the arm before then? We don't... Oh my god! Ah! Why would you do that?